Yesterday, we had an opportunity to meet multiple Vietnam vets. Matter of fact, they're sitting around and visiting. But my wife gave her testimony, and Pat listened to this. Our friend Pat, he listened to her video last night. But all of us are really concerned about veterans taking their lives and not really realizing how important their role is in protecting our freedoms and protecting Americans. But Pat, my wife said yesterday that I'm here, I'm free, I'm an American. And what impact do you think that had in your own personal life?
Well, I was in Vietnam from August of 68 until August of 69. When I come home, there was no love for the American soldier or combat veteran. And of all the years, it's been 51 years now, she gave me the first true thank you that I've ever had. And I know down deep in my heart that because of people like her, that there was a cause over there, other than the fact of all the people that were making money over the war. And that was my biggest deal, was that we saved people like her. And then I understand, when she told me where she lived, she was 18 miles from where I was stationed the last 5.5 months I was there. And to know that she was a year old or a year and a half old when I was there, that it helped, and she got out of there in time, just made me feel great.
And we do appreciate you, and we love you.
Well, thank you.
And really thank God for what God did in your life to be able to help her. But the statement that you told him yesterday was what you told Brother Coffey.
Yes.
And what was that?
I told you that
You need to speak up a little.
Vietnam, I want you to know Vietnam was not in vain, because I'm here, I'm free, I'm an American, and best of all, Jesus Christ has saved my soul. So if it wasn't for soldiers like you, I wouldn't be sitting here. So I owe you my life.
Well, I thank her very much for that, because that really struck me here. And I've been a Catholic my whole life, and I've had God with me, and I've always said that you're never going to find an atheist in a foxhole.
Yes, sir.
And they're always, because I've seen it a lot of time, because I was on the DMZ, I was in Trang Bang, I was in Phuc Vinh, I was in Cu Chi, I was in Hobo Woods. We did missions into North Vietnam and back out, and when stuff got bad, everybody was looking up.
Yeah.
So, to me, the answer is still God and Jesus.
Yes, sir.
And so, I'm really proud to know her and to know you, and to thank God that there's people like you guys going out and talking to and letting people know. And me and my friends, we all got together because we do a veteran ride we pick up the Fallen Heroes cart in SeaTac, Washington every year, and we take it down to Ontario, California, where we group up with Run for the Wall to the Vietnam Wall in Washington, D.C., which is a 10-day ride. Now, last year we had over 1,500 riders. We do 3 different routes, and we escort that cart to wherever Alaska Airlines sends it. And when we get there, we have a ceremony on Saturday where 400 of the riders, and we try to get first-timers, get to go to Arlington, where we have a special deal at the Tombs of the Unknowns, so that everybody can go. So I did not get involved with anything veteran until my friend Bill Horton, been a lifetime friend ever since I was 18, got me involved in doing the cart and the Run for the Wall. And because of her and people like her, it makes it worth it. I've got a lot of friends on that wall, and I was there when a couple of them made that wall. And I'm a wounded veteran. I've been there but I always had superficial wounds, just, you know, nothing that would get me out of the field. But I bleed for every name that's on that wall. And it took me a long time before I could actually go to it and touch it. But if you touch that wall, it comes through your arms and it gets to your soul. And when she told me thank you, that made a big difference from yesterday. So we got to watch it. Me and Lynn got to watch her video last night, and it touched both of us. We were both in tears watching it. So thank you again.
Yes.
Thank you.
We
Would
love
you
you, brother.
Would you encourage other vets to watch
Oh
that
yes,
video?
yes, I would. People need to know that we weren't there just for these big bureaucrats to make money off of the war. That we were there helping people that really needed the help. And here's a prime example of a little girl that made it and then grew up as an American. And it's not, you know, I've got my grandparents. I have one set from Italy and one set from Portugal that moved here at the end of the 20th century. And now I understand what it took them to leave their home country to come to America, because of the opportunities that they did for me, that I can be free. And I know she's free now that she's here, and she can enjoy the same things that I enjoy.
Yes.
And I thank God, because she said it's because of guys like me. I think it's because it's part of America. It's not us guys. It's the American way of life. And I
Yeah.
think people need to understand that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Pat.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.